Reality. That's the name where my love for music came from. Reality, the man who discovered his passion for making beats. That's my father, a producer and a rapper. He really was hardworking, you know. He had a massive MIDI keyboard on his desk, an iMac, and that was it really. He worked with what he had, he did his thing with it, both as an MC and a producer. He had a group of 3, ASTAR and P-Motion, both my uncles.
Yeah. Woo, that's cooking.
I believe all of us know what we're doing in terms of like what we want. You know, we have a vision. All of us have a vision. All of us are young.
As for my story, I've really just had a passion for music since young, really. From my brother, my mum, especially my brother, like when it comes to hip hop, like he's like a proper hip hop head. So from him, like I managed to like find out about different artists like Kendrick Lamar and DMX and Andre 3000, just to name a few. As for myself, really, with my music, I've been doing music since primary school. I've playing the clarinet since year 4 till year 6. Even though I didn't really want to do it, but my mom was like, nah, you have to. And then I did piano lessons as well in secondary school. But I feel like with me, as I've grown older, I feel like my interest in music has grown. And I've become more and more passionate about it, especially with like the whole Visionary, us coming together with just our liking to music, brought us all together pretty much. As of how the group came together, I met Zephaniah through Steel Pans. I performed Steel Pans. It was at the Lordship Rec. So he pretty much came up to me, telling me about what type of music he listens to, and I was like, oh yeah, word, I listen to the same thing. So we pretty much just clicked immediately, and we've spoken ever since. As for Josh, it was funny the way how I met him, yeah. On the first day, I remember when I saw him, he was just on his phone, just head down, just typing. I was like, right, what's this guy doing? Like, just a bit antisocial, innit? But yeah, I looked, and he was just notes. And then turns out that he wanted to be a rapper, coincidentally. So after getting to know him a bit more, I linked him up with Zeph, and the rest is history. And then Darren came to the studio shortly afterwards as Melchi, and that's the Visionaries.
No, I'm forming a group, the Visionaries. You know, with four or five group members, and you know, I've gained inspiration from my own family because they were the originators of, you know, their rap group, and they wanted to make a career out of it. And so now I'm slowly learning like the ins and outs of the industry with my group, and we're learning together to build something great. You know, I really believe in this group. That leads us to the present, 2024. You know, this is the year where I'm gonna fully flesh out my music group as, you know, the Visionaries.
Yeah, I feel like with the music business, it's very broad. There's so much diversity in it. So there's like new genres coming out every year. And with the music business also, I feel like you can make the best piece of music, but if you're not able to market yourself and put yourself out there, then it's going to be kind of hard and challenging because there's so many acts in the industry, especially when it comes to signing with labels. You're competing with 100 acts. Even when it comes to being independent as well, it's even harder because you have no label to support you.
And you know, they would just hit the studio at times and make songs and freestyle and do like YouTube beats and stuff like that. They would spill over that. But you know, there was also a pitfall that they went through, and it's that they didn't take it as seriously as they should have. Like they would have fun, but too much fun to the point where they wouldn't get anything done. And so that's what led to them splitting apart.
I want it to be like.
Are you ready, Josh?
For some reason, it's just taking ages to work. To take this one. Oh, it's that. The money cloth.
The money is crazy.
as an upcoming artist, I would say it's a budding phase, you know? You're free, you can do whatever you want, you can go to different people, look at different people, different styles, all of this, all the different music. You're exposed to everything before you find your own lane, you know? So once you settle on that, then you just go on that, you know? But yeah, looking at being inspired by everything and everyone, all your peers, all the people that have done it before you, you know, it's a nice feeling to you know, look at everyone and be like, yo, they're doing the same thing that I'm doing. How can I, you know, be inspired by that? How can I take this and do it better, you know? So yeah, it's nice. I like it.
ASTAR and P-Motion, both my uncles in my dad's side of the family, you know, they were always catching joke with each other. They just had a brilliant relationship with each other, and you know, they would just hit the studio at times and make songs and freestyle and do like YouTube beats and stuff like that. They would spill over that, but you know, there was also a pitfall that they went through, and it's that they didn't take it as seriously as they should have. Like they would have fun, but too much fun to the point where they wouldn't get anything done, and so that's what led to them splitting apart, and they just carried on with their lives. But yeah, just super blessed to have them, because I was the one watching them, you know, when my dad was in his room recording his beats and stuff, and just, you know, he really built a landscape for, you know, where I was gonna go with my music. That's because I got into it.
Oh, beats.
And also, you know, my real name is Zephaniah, and you know, that's a messenger of God. You know, he passes on God's message and makes sure that everyone is, you know, self-righteous and leads them to the right path. That's what that means. But yeah, literally, at the time I was young. I was like 13 when I came up with that name, but I had an exact meaning for it, because I felt like, you know, we wanted to mean something at the time. So yeah. Now it's hybrid witness, which is more than one witness.
Tried and tried hard, just want my stomping ground. Same Vincent was a first schooler out in the 10. David Morgan, David Turner was my very first friend, and it was true. There wasn't very much black faces. Most people I met used to be racist, but I suppose that was like most places. I remember waking up in the early morning to see my